This recipe here requires only 2 basic ingredients: no frying, no baking, no cooking. Hello everyone, this is Oma Cakes and Food. Welcome back to another interesting one. So let's begin. Let's start by adding our 2 basic ingredients, and number 1 in the list is milk. I'll be using this milk for our recipe. Any brand of milk can do this for you. So for this recipe, we'll be making use of 2 cups of milk. You can use more or less milk, but for me, I'm making use of 2 cups of milk. The only liquid permitted to go in right now is condensed milk. I am using this brand of condensed milk. Any brand of condensed milk is good and can achieve this for you. So these are the only 2 ingredients, the only 2 basic ingredients needed for this recipe. In case you choose to add extra ingredients, that is your choice. This is the only 2 basic ingredients needed for this recipe. So pour in your condensed milk gently to the powdered. Hello, Christy Adeyemi, all the way from Ibadan. You're watching me, and I have NGO Mary from Cameroon watching me. Wow, thank you all for watching, and I hope you have subscribed. Let me know where you're watching me from, and I will give you a shout out in my next video. I as well have Janet, Kylie, Emilia, Joy, Kenneth watching me. Sorry if I don't pronounce your name well, but I love you all so much. My name is Oma Cakes and Food, and right here we do with everything that have to do with cakes and food. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscription is free. Turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be getting an alert when I post a new video. Right here, we've poured some quantity of our condensed milk to our powdered milk. But then, I want you to know that there is no exact measurement for this. And when you're doing this, make sure to wash your hand. Make sure your hands are clean. What I mean that there is no exact measurement for this is that you can measure out your milk to know the quantity you're doing. But for the condensed milk, there is no exact measurement. Don't worry. I will tell you the reason why there is no exact measurement for this condensed milk. So go ahead to fold this gently with your hands. As you fold this, you notice that it is becoming stiff. So what you will do is, when you gather the cloths of milk together, fold it in so that you will just have to keep that aside. You continue, go ahead to squeeze and fold this in. You have seen that I just had to divide this into different sizes. The next thing you will do is take out one of the sides you've divided and start molding. If you want the natural color, no need adding color, just mold it. Just mold it to any shape that you want until you're done doing that particular half. Now, this is the reason I told you that there is no measurement for the condensed milk. When you're working with some part of the candy, you will notice that the other part gets dry easily even if you cover them. So this is what it feels like, or what it looks like. You see, it is breaking. That means we will require more condensed milk. So even if there is a particular measurement for this, you will still require more condensed milk to moisturize it. So once it gets dry, or once it's breaking, moisturize it more with extra condensed milk. Then massage gently until you get that softness back. So the way you pour your condensed milk extra to it depends on how tough, hard, hard. See if you want your candy to be. And if you want it to be super extra soft, any way you want it, that is how you pour your condensed milk. Now, if you want your candy to be colorful, gently add food color. Remember, the color you're adding to it is food color. And when you're doing this, you have to add it gently, massage, and until you get the consistency or the color you want to achieve, then you're good to go with it. Go ahead to mold this in different shape. You can see this one. I'm trying to mold it like a tablet. So if you want it to be circular in shape, fine. If you want it to look like a tablet, oh wow, just depending on how you want the shape of your candy to be. Once you're done molding all your candies to different sizes, bring out a parchment paper. But if you don't want, you can just store this in a fridge. But then bring out your parchment paper, cut out about 2 by 3 inches of your parchment paper, and you start folding it this way. Just go extra with it. This has been my best candy so far, and tell me, there is no child that will see this and will not love it. Even as an adult, I love this so much. Besties, I hope you have subscribed to our channel. I am Oma Cakes and Food, and in this channel I do with everything that have to do with cakes and food. I hope you're loving what you're seeing, right? Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be getting an alert. Let me know where you're watching me from. I will give you a shout out in my next video, and I want to let you know that subscription is free. Do you know, as I was making this candy and the kids noticed that mommy is making candy for them today, they didn't allow me to rest. They are requesting for more and more and more continuously. They didn't even allow me to concentrate making the candy. They are saying, mommy, I need. Now I want to show you a careful way of how I achieve this packaging. So when you get your parchment paper, cut it all through to the end. Then from it, you cut out a bit, or maybe you just fold in one of your candy into the parchment paper. Fold the left side, fold the right side, then you cut out the side you'll be needing for your candy. And after that, I had to store it in a transparent nylon like this. You can share this to the children in your church every Sunday. You can store this in the fridge for the kids. And if you have a kiosk or you supply market to people, you can start selling this for commercial people and start this new business idea. Bye. Love you.